Hey everybody, this is Crazy with Crazy Gaming, and today we're going to start a new series. Excuse me, Hydroneer. Now, we did do a small series on this a while back. This game is really a lot of fun. I normally don't do the cartoony style gaming, but this is it's really a lot of fun. Anyways, they did an update on it. So we want to start a fresh game, and we're going to start that today. And we'll call it Crazy Gaming number 3. We'll do the Steam Cloud save. And as far as our settings and stuff goes, we're going to leave them pretty much generic with the exception of, well, the music's already turned down. So that's cool. Okay. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so I was going to start like this and I forgot to do it, but we're going to do the tutorial first because I know not everybody has played this game or knows anything about it. Maybe some of you do, maybe some of you don't. So I want to do the tutorial so you kind of get an idea of how this all works. Pick up the lantern, so we're going to go up here. Well, the lantern's over here. We're going to press E and pick the lantern up. Then we're going to use the left mouse button to turn it on and turn it off. And we'll bring it over here and we'll just set it here just for funsies. We'll grab the shovel now. Head over the river, drop the pan in the stream. We'll drop the shovel, we don't need it right now. This is the pan. This is the bucket. This is the brush. Pick the pan up, we'll drop it in the stream. Oops. Let's move down here a little bit. There we go. Use a shovel to put dirt into the bucket. So we're just gonna, this is a tutorial. Normally I would probably start out here somewhere, but well, actually we can reach it from here, I think. So 4 scoops will fill the bucket. We drop the shovel, we pick up the bucket, we bring it over to the pot, the pan here. And we're gonna put the dirt in there. Now we're gonna use the brush to scrub it. We can do it from here. We drop that, we grab the pot, and bring it up here. And inside the pan are some items. That's a stone with jewels in it. This is a gold ore. And another gold ore. Does it take the resources in the pan to the jeweler and place it on the table and press sell? We will do that, but we're going to cheat a little bit because we've done this game before and we know how it works. So we want a little more money than that, so we're going to do it twice instead of just once. And then after we do this one, I'll show you a little way that in the tutorial that you can cheese it. So we'll pick this up. We'll put the dot, the gray dot over the center, hit left button to put the stuff in there, grab this, stir it all up. And so now we have 2 jewels, gemstone rocks, and 2 more pieces of gold, which every piece is worth money, so the more we have, the better. So I'm going to drop that in there, pick it back up, drop it over here. And here's a way you could cheese this. Take the shovel, just do 1 scoop like that and drop it into the pan instead of into the bucket. Grab this, swirl it around, and lo and behold, look at that. 2 pieces of gold, and we're just going to leave these in there actually. Well, no, we got to take them so we can dump the water. And another gemstone rock. Oops. All the water's out. Oops. Okay, so let's pick all this up, put it back in here, and we'll take it up there and sell it like they asked us to. As you can see, that gray spot on the ground, not the blue one, but the dark gray one that's on the ground there, that's the mark you use to aim with. All right, let's pick this up, run it up here, and see what we get for all this fun stuff. Drop the bucket on there.
All appraisals by weight.
There's our money. We can pick it up. And we can drop it inside the bucket. Pick up the buckets. Take your coins to the store and purchase a crucible. Okay, so we're going to bring this over here. We're going to drop it right there. Take the, oops, grab the money out of there. Put it in this bucket. Now we're going to grab a crucible, which is this. And we're going to set it on this wooden platform right here. If you look over here, it'll tell us what we owe for it. And it says we want to buy a furnace. And it's telling us to buy a casting mold, which is for pouring the ingots. I'm going to put this there. We will buy all these. That's going to leave us with about 574. Next, we're going to put this stuff in the cart. Thing's massive, so it's hard to get it in there. Okay, there we go. Now we'll put this in there as well. Okay. So I'm going to cheese it, and I'm going to buy a stone for grinding the gemstones with. And I'm going to also buy a hammer. I think that's it. That's all we can buy from here anyway. We'll buy that. We'll leave the money in there because we don't really need it for anything right now. We'll take this over here. Jump up, see if we can get it to go in there. We did. And the same thing with this thing. Alright, now we're going to grab the cart. And we're going to haul all this stuff back down to the river. It says, use the cart to bring the items to the dig site. Click while holding the furnace to begin placing it. Okay, so we're going to get the cart down here. Now we're going to grab the furnace. It says to click while holding. Now you can see how we can place it. Now, for me, I would rather have this thing like this. Like to have it below the surface if I can. Won't let me put it there. Alright, so that's not ideal, but that's what we're going to do. So we're going to now grab the stone. I'm going to put it right here. Oop. Let's set it. I'm going to grab this. This goes on top of this, of course. I'm going to grab this. We're going to put this right here next to... Oh, we did forget something. There's one other thing we can buy. And we're going to put this right here next to it. So we can pour our ingots right there. So there was one other item I want to buy. It's probably going to send us back for these things.
Take a look at my goods.
I'm trying to burn through this. Oops. Probably should pay for it first. But we're going to need this anvil so that we can make items with it. And so I'm going to bring the anvil up. Now, I'm not suggesting that you guys do this if you decide you want to play this game, because I'm doing this. I need the anvil for this. Or the hammer, I mean, for this. Okay, so we're all set on all that. To melt some... So it wants us to get some more water and dig some buckets of stuff. I'm going to grab this. Take this down here. I drop it in the water right here. And there we go. Now we're going to dig some more dirt. Put this in the crucible. Let it melt. I'm going to take the stone over to that stone wheel I just got. Left click, turn it into a gem, and we're going to set it right here. Alright, now we have the bucket outside the water, but it still has water in it, so instead of throwing it back in the water right now, I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. Brush you around, grab the gold, throw it into the bucket, melt some of the same type of crucible has melted surges. Melted the resources in the furnace, click on the mold and pour the bar while holding the full crucible. Now we have 4 of them in there, and we've got 2 gems. Alright, so I'm going to take this, we're going to pour this in here, I'm going to get my little dot as close to the middle as I can, then I'm going to put this back, like this. Use the grindstone, cut a gemstone. I can't do that because I just did that already. Let's go ahead and refill our bucket. But you get the gist of kind of how this works. And I mean, and this is what's gonna basically be the game for. We need some water in here. This is going to be the game and how it works in the beginning. It's going to take a while to be able to really do anything else until you get enough materials to do that. Let's go ahead and drop these in. Put this back in here. Okay, so use it to cut a gemstone. Craft a ring on the anvil. So to do the ring, we need to, let's drop this real quick. We're gonna put the blue dot on the anvil and click it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is the ring. It requires 1 gemstone in this space here. And a bar right there. So we'll pour the bar. Put this back. Oops. Grab this. I'm going to put this right here. Oh, it's too cold now. Okay, so here's the problem in this. I don't know if it'll heat up for me right here. Trying to get it as close to it as I can. So I'm going to have to pull this off now. Now, if I had had this underground like I wanted it, where it was flush with the soil, I would be able to drop this in there and heat it up real fast. But because I can't... Anyways, I got to get that hot. Doesn't look like it's heating up at all. There we go. Yeah, it's starting to turn orange now. So I'm going to let that get nice and hot and toasty. And then I'm going to move it over here to the anvil and stick it in this slot right here. And I'm going to pink it with the hammer. And that'll make the ring. Looks hot enough. Let's put it in here. Grab the hammer. Pink. There we go. We have a ring right here. Sell the ring to the jeweler. take this up here. Should get a couple bucks for it. Hopefully. 781, not bad. Take that cash. We have a new area now, so we're going to go ahead and collect the other cash that we left over here. Now I combine these by dropping one on the ground and then taking this one and dropping on top of it. Now we have over 1,000. We're going to take this over here. Drop it in the bucket. Final area unlocked. Take your coins to the new area and purchase the dig site. So we need to buy this for 20. Pick up and place intake pipe in the river to pump the water. Okay, so this is an intake pipe. We're going to place it in the water to connect it to this length of pipe here. I'm going to left click to get it ready to go. I need to rotate it using R. Left click again to set it. So now water should be coming out of there, which is going to make these things work. You can't ever make any of the belts or any of the machinery in the game work without having a water pipe to it. So now these are all going. Now it says place conveyor on top of the missing section. That's the missing conveyor, and it's got to go right down there. Just like that. Let's make sure it's going in the right direction. Looks like it is. Click the red switch on the drill to start mining. Okay. So the drill is over here. And click that. Now you can see the ore is coming out. It will ride the belts up here. It will go into the harvester here, and that will chew it up until we have the ore, which gets spit out into the bucket. And this says tutorial complete, return to the main menu and start a new game. Okay, so that's the basics. And so, you know, I did this so people that haven't played the game before or haven't saw it will kind of get the gist of how this game works. There it goes, and in the bucket we should have some ore. We do have iron ore right here. And when you pick it up, as you can see on the bottom left of my screen, there's iron ore. This is cloudium. This is a rarer ore and worth more. And that's gold. So that's how all this works. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take the money or anything I've earned here with me. So we're going to return to the menu. And we are going to continue, and we're going to do gaming 3. Then we're going to load. Okay, so we're fresh right here, and this is the starting area dig site. There is a truck that's provided to you now in the game that never used to be. You used to have to save up and buy one, but they provide one now. This is a shop,
Take a look at my
kind of
goods.
market where we can buy all the things that we need to do to build our mine up here. And then over here is another shop area that's going to sell us tools for repairing and whatnot.
The deeper
And
you dig, the
we're gonna
better the
get-
resources.
we have the ability to purchase these two items, which is the drill like we saw in the tutorial that we turned on with the red handle, and the harvester, which is what turns the dirt chunks into ore
Get
and
this
spits
here
them out
drilled
into a
down low
bucket.
for the good stuff.
We will purchase those when we have the money to do that. We don't have much money, if any at all right now, actually. So what we need to do is just like we started over there. We're going to want to come here. Let's go get our shovel and our lantern. We can only carry one thing at a time, unfortunately. We're going to leave the shovel out here because this is where we're going to need it first. Grab the lantern, and we'll bring this over, and we will set it right on here if I can. I don't know if I can do it. Nope, it's not going to stay on there. But we'll set it right here. Nope, not going to stay on there either. I just don't want the size to block it. Let's see if we can get it to mount here. Nope. There is a spot on here where it will sit. If I do it right. Nope. Come on. Come on. It's just not going to do it. Let's just see if we can set it down here. Maybe if I'm a little closer. Nope.
Huh? Huh?
So it's going to be incooperative. So we're going to have to figure out something else. I'm just going to set it here for now. Or better yet, let's set it out here because we'll use it on the ground there where we're going to mine. All right. So the first thing I need to do is I kind of need to look and see where the grid's going. Now, as you can see, the grid, this is a grid line right here. There is another one here, another one here, and so on. So I want to kind of start digging right in the middle of all of this. I'm going to start like right on this line right here. Well, no, I want to be to the left of that line. Yeah, it's right here. So let's start digging right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my bucket so I can utilize that dirt that I'm grabbing. After I took the brush out of there and drop this bucket in the water. All right. Grab the bucket. Come on. I'm going to bring the bucket out and set it right there. Is that close enough? Yeah. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to dig a hole straight down as deep as I can get it. I actually don't want to start there. I want to start like right here. And I want to be in the same, I want to dig in the same directions as those. So I'm going to dig here. I'm going to dig straight down, a hole straight down to the bottom. Bring this up. Drop that in the bucket. Grab my brush. Swoosh, swoosh. Pull it out. Bring it up here. Drop it down on the ground. Pull the ore out. We've got a couple of iron ores, a gold nugget, and a gemstone. Now we're going to refill again. And it's going to be back and forth in this for a little bit. The reason we're digging straight down is this is a starting area, which means this is all tier 1 stuff. So we just want to kind of figure out where the bottom is here in this mine. So we'll do this a couple times. And now the color of the material is starting to change down there, so we're getting lower into here. Okay, so we need water in the buckets. So we got a cheesy one this time. We only got one nugget. I want one more set, and then we're going to cash it in so that we can buy some more of these baskets and maybe a pickaxe. I don't know if we're going to have enough for a pickaxe. These are kind of expensive. All right, let's get going on this thing. Now, it's supposed to get better the lower you get, but as you can see from that last bucket we only got one piece of iron ore. Hopefully we'll get more lucky on this one. Now, it's starting to get dark, so it's going to be harder for us to see our little circle on the bucket because the shadow kind of makes it invisible. Oh, come back here, don't escape. Okay, let's put this back over here. All right. So we got a little bit luckier on that one. And like I said, it's starting to get dark now. That's going to make things a little more difficult to see. This is about almost as low as it's going to let us go. We probably should start widening this out now. As you can see, it's harder for me to see my bucket. In which case, we'll have to start pulling it back up top. Alright, so let's grab all this stuff up, throw it in here, and let's go cash it in. Let's see if we can find some things that we can use. We need a wheel so we can grind these deals, but of course, before we do any of that, we're going to need a furnace and a crucible and a anvil, a hammer, just all the same things that we bought at the last place, only it's going to be a lot tougher here. We're not going to get the same kind of return on our stuff here as we did at the other place. But let's run this up real quick. I'm taking this up here to the jeweler. That will give us cash money for all this stuff. Oh wow, we got a whole $104. Isn't that something? It's not very good compared to the other place where I was getting way more than that. We got 300, I think, on that first batch that we took up to him. We're going to bring this 104 over here.
Come have a gander.
Kumu Matata to you. Alright, so we have 104, and what we do need is a pickaxe, but I think it's 122, so we don't even have enough for that. We can get a small furnace, which will start us being able to... Can we get the crucible too? I don't know if we have enough for both, but we're going to try. I think we do. Oops. Yep, and we have how much? Did we not grab the money? We did. We have 104. Look at that. Perfect. Couldn't get much more perfect. There we go. So, let's take this. We'll run it back down here. Put this right here. Pick this up and turn it on. Oops. There we go. So now we have a little bit of light. Let's grab our furnace. Bring it over. And we're going to plant it like right here. Now look at that. Magical heat through the dirt. I'm going to grab the crucible. I'm going to bring it back. Set her down. I'll find a place for where it's going to sit. There's one way we can do this so that it'll fix it. We're going to grab the shovel. I'm going to make a little hole like that. Just put this in the bucket. That should be able to allow it to set in there. There we go. And now see, I have this little heat running out of the center of this, or around the edge of this, and I can drop my bars right here and it will heat them up. Okay, that being said, it's back to it. I think we should start widening this opening a little bit. I want to look at my lines and see what I'm doing. I'm going to come back this way. Well, this one's full. I'm going to bring my bucket out at top now so that I can see my little mark. Then we'll grab our brush, swish, swish, and we have iron. We'll bring the iron over here and we'll just drop it on the ground next to that. Fill this in back up again. Set it here, bring the bucket. Let's do some more digging. Where's my line at? Gotta look on the ground. There it is. It's almost invisible now. It's hard to see. Whoosh, whoosh. It looks like we got a couple pieces of gold. That's going to help. We're going to drop those right into the furnace. Melt them. Whoops. Okay. Pull this thing back up. Drop it back there. Grab the bucket. And back. And we'll keep going doing this until we can get enough money to purchase the other items that we need. And so I'm going to work on this for a little bit and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And I've mined up some little bit of ore so we can maybe buy a couple other items that we need. So we've got some gemstones here. Now this thing here is new. It's called a cornerstone ore. And you can actually smelt them, make bricks out of them, and sell them to the jewelers. This here is a shard, and it shines and it glows. It's worth 0 money at the jeweler, but they are used for another purpose in the game, and I'll show you that when we get to that point. So let's pick up a little ore we've mined and run it up here. The sun's coming up, so it's daylight again. I made one minor trek over there to buy a second basket. I brought a little bit of ore up here that about $31 worth of ore that I did earlier. Is I can buy another one of these baskets.
To value it rightly.
This will get 182 for this one. Run this down. Now we need a couple of items. We need a hammer. We need a stone for the gems.
Looking for some.
But we also need a anvil. That's 86. I think we're going to get that. I think we'll get the anvil and the brick casting mold, bar casting mold. That's going to bring us at 128. Can we get the hammer? No. That's going to be too much. That leaves us with 73, so it shouldn't take too long before we'll be able to do that. This might be able to fit here, I think. Nope. So I've got to carry everything back individually. So how I've been doing this is I've been doing my little rolly thing here. Now I could bring this all the way over there and grab all this stuff at once, but I don't want to move that cart right now because it's full of ore. Otherwise I'd have to pull it all off again. And I just thought of something else that we could actually get right now. I like it when this thing goes down lower, but I can't do that one in this one. Let me move the shovel out of the way and see if I can do it. I'd rather have it be submerged, but I can't make that work here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to leave it just like this. Actually, let's put it over here. Leave it just like that. We can't do much with it anyway. And then we'll run up and grab the mold. What else do we have?
Looking for something.
That's just the mold. And we can get the stone, I think, too. We should probably grab the stone. We can afford that. We can't afford the hammer, though, so it doesn't really matter. So we just got to wait. So, but I can take the gold that I have here already. Pour it into an ingot. Oops. Come on. We have to fix that. Jeez. Give me the shovel. Let's see if we can fix this a little bit. Make this work. That'll work. Alright. So I've made this little ingot. I could put this right here, but I don't have a hammer to make it. So I'm going to take this ingot up and sell it so that we'll be able to afford to buy that hammer. I hope we'll be able to, this will give us enough to buy the hammer.
Hey there.
42. I don't think that's going to be enough, but we'll have to wait and see. Because we did buy the mold and the anvil, so I don't know. We only have 70 something here. What do we have now? 115. I think we can get the hammer. Jace, let's get the hammer. That's going to help us make...
Take a look at my goods.
How much we got left in there? 10. I think the baskets are 12. Let me see. Yep. So we don't have enough for the basket. And if you pull something out by accident, just run out with it without paying, and that gets rid of it. But let's take the hammer over here. And now we'll begin to bang things out on this anvil, and that's going to make things worth a lot more money for us. Alright. So let's go back to what we were doing. I want to put this mold right there. Grab this. Bring it here. Where is my shovel? There it is. And the goal right now is to craft something on the anvil, because that's a lot more valuable than just taking it up and straight away selling it. Now when we get gold, I'm just going to bring it over and drop it in here. Now we can drop the bucket in the water, as we can see again, and let's get this filled up here. Now, the deeper we go, we're supposed to get more valuable stuff. But I forget that this is a starting area and it's level 1. So it's moot. It doesn't really matter. Brush it. Bring this up. I'm going to bring this over to our other little basket and dump it. Yep, we need to put that back in the water. Grab our bucket, bring it over. How are we looking? We're doing good. Brush. Bring this up. Oh, look, that one's full of water too now. Let's see. We got a gold here. That can go in here. Got another gold right there. Drop that in there. Pick this rock up, pull it over here. Drop it over here. Grab our bucket. Oops. Shovel. Let's get to shoveling. All that and all we got was one piece of iron ore. Let's use this one next. Wait, that looks like a stone. It is. That's the next thing we want to get. All right, let's take our bucket down, fill it with dirt. One gold. And two more of these guys. Rinse and repeat. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take what we got up there because we need that stone. That we want to buy next. So I can get another gold. Pick this up. Let's dump this guy in here. I'm going to take him over here. We're going to throw him on there. And we are going to make...
Huh?
Oh, got to heat the thing up first. While we're heating that up, let's grab these. Let's put them inside of there. Why this won't sit in there? Huh. It's gonna be really hard to get these in there if it's sitting like that. The papa. Alright, so let's grab this thing. We have a gold knife. Let's drop that in the bucket. Pour an ingot out of this. This is ridiculous. And a shovel. What the hell? What the heck is that? Oh, that's the edge of the daily whacker. Come on. Can't get this to sit in there.
Huh?
may have to pull this fence up and reset it. Jeez. Oh, there it goes. Oops. Got a save going on. Froze my screen. There we go. Alright, so we found this. We're going to drop this in there. Grab that bar, drop this in there. Then we're going to pick this up and we're going to pour it all right here. Then we're going to grab this, bring it over, find a warm spot for this, like say right there. Let it heat up. Over, drop it there. Boom, boom, come on, boom. Oh, still looks hot, but it's not hot enough, obviously. It's getting heat up there. Ah, we got another nugget. It looks pretty hot. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're going to take these two swords up there and sell them. That should give us enough till we can get the stone. And the other dealy whopper we needed.
Hey, what?
Okay. Right, so let's get the stone. Where's the stone? Oh, there it is. And what else did we need? Well, I'd like to have the saw, but it's 143. The pickaxe is 122. Let's see
I
what
got the goods if you got the cash.
we only have 87. I want to get another bucket though. Now, let's pick our stone down, then we'll come back for our buckets. We can polish all these gems we have, but first I want to get the other buckets so we have a place to put the gems. So I'm just throwing them on the ground. That right there. Now we can grab the stones. Find them, drop them in the bucket. So, as you can see, it's a fairly complex game, you know, for being, that has this kind of cartoony style to it, but it's really a lot of fun. It is a challenge. It's kind of boring in the beginning when getting started like we are right now, but it is what it is. Let's get the bucket. Go grab our other basket. The next goal is to get that pick. Pick's gonna help us out quite a bit. All right, bring this up because it's getting dark and it's hard to see. Now, I was going to talk about that. Now, if I go into the settings, we have gamma right here. I've got my gamma cranked way up because if I didn't, it would be very dark here. And seeing anything in the bucket would be impossible. So I've raised it up so it's easy for me to see. Now it looks like daylight and it's actually nighttime. Now that's a hard choice. You could do that if you want. If you think that's cheesing it, then don't do it. It's up to you. It's, you know, whatever you prefer. I'm not encouraging one way or the other. It's just the way I choose to do it. The game has, in this stage, has enough difficulties with it as it is, because it's very monotonous in the beginning doing all this mining, you know, digging, getting things prepped up, because this is far from where it ends. This is only the beginning area, like I said. We're going to drop these in the crucible so they can be melted. And we will collect the iron ore. Drop that in the water. Snatch it back up. So anyways, the day and night cycle here can be controlled too, but you have to cheese it to, not cheese it, but you have to use a mod to do that. I'm trying to do the game without any mods, so there's that. And there again, that's all by choice. Different strokes for different folks. You're going to see that in not too short a time, this thing will begin to turn a lot better for us. As soon as we can get the, once we've gotten the machines that we need, we'll automate this thing and it'll make it really, really simple. But it's getting to that point. That's the point that it's like, you know, tough. Let me see where I'm at. Am I lined up where I want to be? Yep. Got us another stone, gemstone. So, another thing is when you're digging here, you may reach a point where you want to climb down in here like I'm doing to get a little closer to the bottom. Like I'm doing here. And you may find yourself falling in the hole. So I can't right now because I've got to dig this lift back to do that. But there is a way to get around that. And I'll show you. I'm in there now. I can get out, but I just want to show you how it works. You have it unstuck. So I'm going to unstuck and see it puts me right here where I first started, where the lamp and the shovel was. So if you fall in a hole or something, you can't get your way out, it's not the end. You don't have to restart or anything. You can just do what I just did. Use the unstuck. Press escape and then click on the unstuck. Got some more gold. We have one little iron left. Put that over there. But anyways, I'm going to move this lift back some. Where's my thing at? Yeah. I'll be able to get into the hole without much help. Ah, there goes my shovel. Almost lost it. This is what I was talking about. So you get down in here, and now it's impossible to get back out. So I'm going to hit unstuck. Bink, I'm back out. No, it's all good. Oh, got to fill this with water. Some water in that thing. Sounds like daylight's coming. Got one of these, which we're storing up there for now. And we have another gold. Alright, so we're going to pick up the gold, pour us an ingot. Put this back on here. Oops. I'm going to take the ingot. We are going to place it in the heat right here. We're going to change this from that to a ring. We're going to take the ruby. We're going to place the ruby right there. We are going to pick this up, bring it over real quickly, drop it in there, take the hammer, bink, and now we have a ring. Pick the ring up, put the ring into a basket right here. And grab these, bring them over, dump them into the crucible. If we missed one, yep. I'm then going to make a ingot. This back. Basket up. Put it in the water, fill it up. Oops, come back here. We'll drop it off, pick up the ring one, bring it over here. Alright, so we have our ingot. We can put it in some heat. Let it get hot. We're going to change this back to the sword. Grab the sword, drop it in the bucket with the ring, and we're going to go sell these. Now hopefully we'll have enough
Don't mind me. I'm just mooching.
to get the pickaxe, because we need that pickaxe. Pretty sure we will.
I offer honest prices. All appraisals by weight. crafted product. Fetch hefty prices.
Okay. Now we have enough to grab our pickaxe. And besides some blocks and stuff, I think this is going to be all we're going to need for this area. We have 188 plus. I don't know how much we have in here. 263. So now we should be able to get the pickaxe. Which we have left? 141. Saws 143. Yikes! Hand sorter. Alright, so what we're going to need to do now is start focusing
Take a
on...
look at my goods.
The next thing we're going to focus on is getting these machines. Because the machines will... And we'll have to get plumbing. But the machines will help us get going. Alright, so we have the pickaxe and I left it there. Like an incomplete. There we go. We're going to bring the pickaxe over and I'll show you the significance of this real quick. Okay, so where's our little... Right there. Alright, so let's drop the pickaxe. We need to go buy us some steps. Well, they're not actual steps, but they're blocks. I'm going to take this. Actually, let's get rid of this. What we want to buy is this. This is really neat. That costs 20. Let's buy it. Okay, so we're gonna get
You won't
these.
find better prices than these.
We can just put them inside that box, and we don't have to keep walking back and forth over here carrying this stuff. Real nice. So I am kind of fudging. This is one mod that's still loaded that I forgot about,
Summit.
but I decided to leave it. So I am using a mod. I'm sorry, but it just makes the life so much easier having this. What do we have left here? Let's just call that good. Grab this. Now I can bring this down here and pull from it as I want, as necessary. Also, once it's empty, I can take it back up and refill it if I want. Or I can transport this stuff to someplace else. So, what I'm going to do now is set up my foundation for my steps. I need my pickaxe. This is where it's going to get tough. I need to be in here in the hole to do this, pretty much. Now I have to hit unstuck. Oh, I put it right back where I didn't want it. That's where I want it. Yeah, I can get out. Alright, so I need my pickaxe again. Then I can clarify some of this. Now, you might over dig in some spots like I'm doing here, kinda. Sorta. Which is not a big deal. And all I gotta do is grab my shovel. I can pull material from somewhere else. Fill it right back in. As you can see. Anyway, so I'm going to need another one of these for the next step. Yeah, get it in there because I'm too close to it. There we go. Now I'm stuck again. I'm going to dig this out a little more, obviously. Let's just do the unstuck. Let's get our pickaxe. Let's dig our stuff up a little bit here. Alright, so we should be able to get this in there now. Maybe. Or maybe not. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Now we gotta find this that we just buried. There it is. Drop this. Come on. That's what I was trying to do right there. Kind of molding this out here. It's right along this path right here, right next to the stairs here. Right along that side right there is where our machines are going to go. All right, let's grab the shovel. All right, so how many baskets do we have now? We have one. Let's bring our bucket over here. And we have another basket there, but we need a second one besides these two. Come on. Yes. There we go. Go buy another basket. Okay. And we got 3 baskets. Really have 4. Oops, that's not what I was trying to do. That was stupid. Back where it goes. Jeez. Okay.
Huh? 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 Huh?
Jeez. It's just so small in there. I don't have room to do anything.
Huh? Huh?
It will get bigger in here.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Now we grab the buckets and bring them up. Take the buckets over. Clean them. Bring the gold over, drop it in the pot. Grab this, put it over here. Fill that back with water. Come on. Just put it over here. And then run back, grab our other basket, and then we'll have a nice rotation set up to make some money.
Huh? 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 Huh?
Got some cloudium I see in there. Cloudium back here.
Huh? 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 Huh?
Starting to fill up on the iron ore here. That's real nice. That gold. Well, I got enough to buy one of the machines, maybe. I can't remember how much they are. I don't think they're that expensive. Let's have a look, see what we got. All right, so we'll make a ring, I guess. Let's use the sapphire. We'll make a board. We'll run these up top, see what we can get for them.
Those Panclang brothers are a bit dodgy.
The shinier it is, the more I'll pay for it.
We got 344 plus what's in the bucket. We probably got enough to buy one of the machines, maybe the harvester. I mean, not the harvester, the drill.
Hey up, lad.
Bring it down and see what we got.
The deeper
much
you
is this
dig,
thing?
the better the resources.
Is that 320? 432 for the drill. The drill is what we need first.
Huh?
Have a gander at iSelm if you want to make more of these machines.
432. We're not going to be there yet. We'll have to go back and do some more mining. 365. Okay. We're going to take this back. I'm going to put that right there. Okay, so we need 432. We got 3 and change.
Unfiltered water will do a number on these machines.
365. We need 35. We need like 67 more to be able to afford to get the drill. And then we're gonna need a bunch of cash so that we can buy the pipe that we need. We need one of these. We need a bunch of these. We need some elbows. We're gonna need this. Now, this pressure tank is what I was talking about. We'll use those shiny crystal type things in. And as you can see, placed a shard or shard bar inside to increase water pressure up to the same percent value as intake pipe. It's what you do is you run this into the water, which pumps the water out to these pipes, and we run straight pipe all the way over to where we're going to go down. And in that length of pipe, after we swing and use the elbow to point it down and start dropping pipe down into the hole, which is then is where our drill and our harvester will go. They will be piped in. Remember, everything has to have water. And so they will be piped into the water. And so when we get down in the hole, then we'll add this and put a shard in it, and it will bring that, it'll change because it's ran that whole distance. As it runs far, every foot it drops pressure, water pressure. And so this will bring it back to the same percentage as it is at the pipe. We're going to need one of these. This is a shut off, so we can be able to turn it on and off. And we may need a cork. We will definitely need a teeth, but we'll need a bunch of that pipe. And I want to get one of these. It's called a construction hammer. And what you do with this is once you've laid stuff down, like the block we've set down, or machines or pipe or whatever, you hit it with this and it makes it permanent so you can't accidentally pick it up or move it. And so that's what that's about. And then we may end up getting one of these. I haven't decided yet. The hand sorter, what we can use this for is if we, I think in the beginning, we're just going to drop that drill up on top. And we will get, as soon as we get the harvester, we'll set that down with it. And then we'll be mining from up on top. And we will use this at the end of the run so it can separate the ore. Like if we want gold to go in a basket, it'll push all the gold into the basket. When it runs out of, when we stop the drill, we can change this to something else like iron. It'll spit all the iron out into a basket because it fills up with all kinds of different ore, and then you can change them so that you can fill baskets of one certain type of ore. So we may get that or may not. I don't know. It depends how well we do. Anyway, so I think that's what we're going to call it an episode for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and if you haven't played or watched this game before, you learned something maybe. This game's a lot of fun. It's really addicting. It's a lot, I mean, you can fish and get a fishing pole and go fishing in that stream right over there right now. Here's a fish trap. We can drop that in the water. If we want to dig out our cave down below, the mine that we're digging, we can buy one of these and throw them into the cave, and it will blow up underneath there and make the hole without us having to dig it all out. So that being said, this is Crazy with Crazy Gaming. This is Hydroneer, and I think it's 2.2 now after the update. Anyways, hopefully you liked it. Hit the like button. You can make comments, suggestions. Let me know if you didn't like it or you don't like the game, or if you do like the game, or if you're interested in learning more. Also, tell me what you think about a playlist for this. Also, we will be returning periodically to Occupy Mars. I've kind of taken a break from it. I'm frustrated with it off camera. I went back and I was looking around for those parts, the body that I dropped by accident, and I couldn't locate it anywhere. And so I'm kind of frustrated with that game, but it's supposed to be coming out in Q2, so in the next few 6-8 weeks, maybe they'll be dropping the game in early access, and we'll start a new playlist starting from scratching that game and take off again. If I get around to it, or if I feel like it, maybe I'll go on the weekends and I'll run out there and see what I could do. But at this point, I mean, I've done pretty much everything that I want to do. It's a play test only, and the play test has ended months ago, and I was just continuing to run it because I was getting a lot of views and people said they liked it. Anyways, give this a chance. Please continue to support me on my channel. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. That gives our channel an opportunity to be viewed by more people, for everybody that hits a like. And then hit the bell so you get notification when we drop our next video. I know it's been a few days. Sorry about that, guys. I've been busy with some other things. Hopefully you enjoyed it. This is Crazy with Crazy Gaming, and we'll see you next one. Bye for now.